Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. Happy Thursday. Welcome to our live stream, Vintage Craft and Chat here on Day Trip Vintage Company. My name is Julie, and today we are making what is called collage fodder with the hand-carved rubber stamps that my daughter Taylor and I made together last week. We made them out of Dollar Tree erasers. We also well, I should say Taylor, because she's the one that showed us how to craft them. And then she also made some out of these sort of rubber, what do I want to say, rubber pieces that we purchased off of Amazon. I've linked that video down in the description. Let me pull comments up here. Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. So glad you're here. Hope you're having a good Thursday. And Kathy has her one of her headbands as her avatar. Oh my gosh, so cute. And Terry's here. Hi, Terry. Hope you're having a happy Thursday. Yeah, so I linked last week's video down in the description. And of course, I always include a supply list down in the description too, and any links for supplies from Amazon, their affiliate links. I do get a small, I should say small. Sometimes it's a few cents, but I feel like over time it will add up. And my thought is then I can take hope those cents will add up over time, and then I can invest them back into supplies for our Thursdays together. So that's it. What else? I was scrambling. I actually was taking notes right before I came on because I had stopped. So I hope I remember. You guys remind me. I used to keep track of all of our Thursdays and kind of look ahead and videos I had posted on these printable calendars from Pinterest. Isn't this cute? And I had stopped doing it. I got out of the habit, but look how cute that is for September. I'm not sure the site I found it in, but if you guys are interested, I will link it in our Pinterest folder that I have set up on Vintage. No, it's on Day Trip. It's my Day Trip Pinterest page, and that's also in my link tree below. But look how cute this is for October. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. And when you're done using it as a calendar, you can fussy cut those little images out. Wouldn't those be cute to decorate journal pages? So I was running in the other room to try to get that done before I came on with you, all of you today. Okay, let me put that aside. I hope I remember to look at that when we're done. So I'm just going to turn the camera around. I think I can see more people are coming in. And if you're coming in, do feel free to say hello. We are a very friendly, happy, friendly, welcoming group here. So I hope you feel comfortable to say hello if you are watching. Let me turn the camera around here. And we will get started. Might as well jump in. Let me get this a little bit straighter here. Move my phone over here. I try not to pull too many things out, but I pulled a lot of things out today. And let me straighten this up so it doesn't make you guys feel like you're super crooked here. Okay, so that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's pretty good. So last week we made, and Taylor showed you how to carve rubber stamps. These we made from just those very generic Dollar Tree pink erasers that we all had back in school. Super cute, very easy. A few of these I did. I think this one I did, and this one. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. But these are really fun. In fact, Taylor did the star, I think, when we were on together. I can't remember. Did she maybe do this one? And then here's another that she did. So those are super fun and easy. And I discovered that they make really fun and great collage fodder for our collaging, for our junk journal pages, for our ephemera, clusters, you name it. Here's some of the others that she made out of those rubber sheets. Aren't those cute? And I'll have to show you, I didn't put one of the clusters. I didn't put one of them in the thumbnail, so I'll have to show you what I did with the house. I went all Halloween with it. Aren't those cute? And then this is the one that she finished up. She had started it last week's live, and then she finished it up afterwards. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And then let me show you. So those are the stamps. And then, like I stamped that one. I needed to do a little bit better job. I didn't get like a really firm impression. I think I needed to push it down a little bit more. But look how cute that is to do rubber stamping on grid paper or line paper. I thought that had like a really fresh look. And you could even come and take it a step further. You could, because I'm using the archival ink, this is my favorite ink, and it's waterproof. So you can come back in and color it with watercolor pencils or watercolor or paint. You can, you know, enhance it even more. Isn't that? I know, she's so crazy talented. Like, just, I can't, sometimes it blows me away. She just sits down and just does it. It's like she makes it look so effortless. And I've discovered I'm not very good at drawing, but I mean, I did these were very simplistic. Like that's so easy, and it was super easy to carve. So again, I'm not as artistic as Taylor is, but yeah, that one is really beautiful. And then this one, today we're going to be fussy cutting them and basically creating fodder with them. Oh yeah, Kathy. Yeah, they do. Oh my gosh, you could put little faces on them too. So cute. Oh my gosh, they do. They do. So here's one that I stamped and I cut out. And if it's not dark enough, you can certainly come back with pencil if you want to darken it a little bit. It could be too just my technique with the stamping that I have to work on that a little bit. So there's that. Look how cute this is. So I took some and also put them on little kind of grid paper that I had that was sort of maroon. That's not coming through very well. But look how cute it is. And then you can just do a little simple rip. And I rounded the edges. So I just was playing around with some different scrap paper that I had, but isn't that cute? I love that kind of graph paper, and it's neat that it's kind of gray with the red. So I think those will be fun to do something with. And then, oh, here's one, like, here's that big house that she made. And I think probably, I don't know, I was just playing around with watercolor pencils. Hi, Angela. How are you? You having a good day? Are you done with work today? Or maybe you're off. You're off on Thursdays quite often, huh? Oh, from the dentist. Ugh. Is this your last appointment? Are you getting near the end? I hope. But this would be cute to make into, you know, like a Christmas house or Halloween house. So I haven't quite kind of fluffed it out. I was just playing with it really quick. But that's that big house that she did. And then today we're just going to be doing really simple stamping and some fussy cutting of the more simple ones. And then we can come in with we can do some mark making with pens and micron pens and jelly roll pens. So this will be fun. And then the other thing I was playing around with, so I'm just been stamping them on white paper. And of course you could do tissue paper. You could do all kinds of substrates. I just didn't get to it this week. But even just this one, doing the acorn, I did it on, was this coffee day? No, it was just not coffee stained, but just paper from a little pad that I have, like vintage paper. But it instantly just even gives it gives it a different look. Of course, you could take ink, you can ink these up, you can do all kinds of things, but just putting it on a different color paper really changes the look too. Isn't the mushroom? Oh my gosh, I love this mushroom. In fact, one of the little clusters I did, I used the mushroom. I think that's one of my favorites. Again, she just drew it on the rubber thing and then just did it. Look how cute that is. And then there's the original stamp she did. So cute. I think she'll probably become my little stamp making person because I've requested more. I was requesting other ones last week. So I certainly have some more that I'm requesting. Let's see. Kathy says, when I was watching Laura Half-Ass Crafter this morning, I thought that the fodder would look good using just printed book pages. And I haven't tried that either, but let's do that. That was one of the things I thought would look really cool. And then also I have some painted book pages. So we'll play around with that here and see what that looks like. Because that was one of my thoughts too. Book pages would look really cool. Okay, so I'm going to clear off a little bit. I'm going to set these aside. I just kind of went crazy. And actually some of these were where we were testing them with you guys last week. So we just had a scrap piece of paper over here and I just sat down and went crazy cutting those out the last couple days too. So yeah, those were like essentially scraps. Okay, let me show you. I'll just show you really quick. So these are the little clusters that I put together yesterday. So I used the acorn and just did a really simple circle punch with one of my punches, and I just did it on index card just to give it a little heft, some coffee dyed index. But how simple is that? The faux stitching I just did with a micron pen. So super easy. It's not real stitching, it's just faux, but you kind of can't tell. So that's one that I made with the acorns. I did this one with the mushroom. So cute. I was thinking I probably could come in here and enhance those dots, maybe with the white jelly roll pen, but isn't that cute? You know, I love the blue and the red. That's one of my favorite combinations. And then this is one that I did with one of the little florals, and that's the thing, you can come in and you can add further design with the pens. So I just added some design to the stem there and little polka dots. And these are just, circle cutouts. In fact, this little tiny one here, that's just a hole punch. I wanted a tinier circle, and so I used a hole punch for the little tiny one. And then just did some simple words on a few of them with those clickable stamps that I have. It is kind of like lemons. Yeah, they are kind of like lemons. I don't know, I've been really into circles lately. Been very into circles. And then this is the one that I didn't put on the thumbnail. So cute. And I think maybe I'll add I'll show you this little cat I have. So I kind of made it into just the Halloween one, although Boo doesn't really go with the house. I was telling Taylor, but I needed a short word just so it didn't take up and cover the house too much. But look how cute that is. Just changing up the colorway and making a little kind of Halloween one with it. And then I totally forgot. I think this would be cute. I had this little tiny paper stamp that I totally forgot about. I was digging around in my paper punch, or I guess I should say paper punch, and it's a little black cat. Wouldn't that be cute? In fact, I'm going to put that on right now. I think this is so cute. In fact, where are the two? I rediscovered yesterday. So I have this little black cat. I think I probably thrifted these like forever ago, maybe when the kids are little. And look how cute this one is. I can't wait to craft with that. And I'm not sure. No, that's not the same size. I don't have a paper. Does it print out? Let me test it. I don't know if this just does the face or if it does the whole circle, now that I'm saying that. Oh, it just does the face. which is cool, but you know, so I can just put that on one of my circle paper punches. But isn't that cute? I'm excited to work with those. I'm glad I rediscovered those. But let's put this little cat on here. I punched it, but I didn't get to gluing it down. And I don't want to put it on the, I was thinking to put it on the house, but I think it'll cover it up too much there. I don't know. It could go on the side, but it gets a little bit lost. So I think I'm going to have it floating above the boo. Doesn't have to be, what's the word? Doesn't have to make sense, I guess. Let's see here. I'm just going to ink that up just a little bit, and then let's get our little glue, and then that one will be done. I feel like it needed a little extra something. Ooh, my glue's kind of weird. And then maybe we'll put little eyeballs on it. I don't have a fine yellow, so maybe we'll just put it on with white. My Posca is super thick tipped, but let's see what it looks like. We'll attempt to do the eyeballs with this one. We'll put little eyes in here so it has little glowing eyes. Oh my God, it's so cute. Oh, are you checking the mail, honey? Thank you. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to make more of these. I think those are so cute. And I don't mind that it's white. It would be cute if I had the little yellow. Taylor, look at this. Make her come look. I put the little cat on and then did the little eyes. Oh, isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Will you see if there's a birthday card for Daddy from Grandma and Grandpa? Okay. So let's do a little bit of stamping. Let's get some book pages out and see what that looks like. Oh, let's see, Terry. Oh, no card, birthday card. Okay, we'll keep checking. They were asking today. Off-topic question, how do I find your Amazon favorites list? I have not made one yet. And I have to figure out how to do that. So I joined the Amazon Associates program, I think is what it's called. So I did that, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, month and a half. I don't remember. It was summertime. So I did that. And I remembered there was like another layer. I think you're talking about where I just have like a shop and then you can just click on that one link and then I can make categories. I don't know how to do that. I was looking yesterday when I was putting the links in for today's tutorial, and I was kind of researching it, but I need to look into it more. I don't know how. I think I've been approved to now do that, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. So that's on my list of things to figure out, because I would love to just, you know, I put the links for things that we're using in each tutorial, but I'd love to have just that storefront or that just generic link that people can click on and it just all be there. Plus, I think it would be easier when I go to search for things, because often I'm pinning the links for similar things. In fact, right before I came in, I remembered that I forgot to put the link last week to those Palomino pencils that Taylor was talking about. And then I didn't put the link in for these clickable stamps that I love. So, so that, in fact, let me put that on here, because clearly I forgot to do the pencils. So I need to look, is that what I think that's what it's called too, right? Amazon's favorite list. And I was even searching for my emails, because I think I got an email that said, oh, you can now do that. I had to have a certain amount of purchases come through with the associates program, I think, to be approved. And then that's like a separate thing. So I'll look at that too. Thank you for reminding me, Terry. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, let's get some book pages out. And I also wanted to play around. Let's see what it looks like on painted paper. So these are some of those painted papers I had done. Let's pull out a yellow that I had done when we were camping in the RV. I had posted those and I'd shared those in our little group. Let's maybe, I have a piece of this dictionary page, so let's try that. And then let's just pull out just a regular page and see what that looks like. So I'm very curious about that. Okay, let's see, which one do we want to do? Get my ink here. Oh, these are oh my gosh, these are, you will love them, Terry. And I think I'm trying to remember, I do have a link. I will put the link in for these when we get off. And I'm trying to think, oh, I love these stamps. Let me look back. When did I last use those? Let me look at my lives here. Because when did we use those? Oh, I used them on the Halloween junk journal tag. So there should be a link there if you're looking for it right now. Otherwise, I'll put it in later. Yeah, I have the link for the, actually all three that I own. So the 1/4" lowercase, the 1/4" uppercase, and then the 3/16 lowercase, which I think is what I used for these clusters today. So the links, and that was the one with the witches, and we colored them with the Tim Holtz crayon. So they're down in there, and then I'll put them in today. But these are so, oh my gosh, Angela, these are so great. So they're alphabet stamps, and you can click them together. So they have these little right parts that fit together, and they're great because you can get really, I mean, sometimes they get a little bit off, but you can get really good alignment with them. And I have these little tiny ones, and then I have some other larger ones here. And of course it doesn't say on here, but I think these are the, are these the 1/4"? These are the 1/4". So I have the lowercase and the 1/4", but they're so great. The only limitation I will say is with the vowels, words that have a, like, you know, say 3 E's or something like that, like December, if you have a lot of E's, you have to stamp part of it and then just kind of try to align it, because you're limited to probably two of each vowel. So that's the only kind of drawback, but they're so great. And then look at, and I think they come in different fonts too. This is kind of that typeset font, but they're really cool. Yeah, they're like Legos. They're like Lego letter stamps. Yeah. And I used to use these all the time. I got out of the habit, so I'm trying to go back to that because I have them and they're so wonderful. Yes. Oh my gosh, Angela, if you had those, so much easier, because it is hard. I mean, it's cute. I like that kind of hand, I like that handmade. I think it's really cute. And these sometimes don't turn out perfectly straight either. They can get a little bit wonky. Let's see. They're not perfect, but yeah, those, you probably would have loved to have had those when you were doing Katie's cards. But yeah, sometimes they get a little bit wonky, but those I highly recommend. So let's see, let's do this mushroom. Let's kind of see what happens with that. I haven't, Kathy. I haven't used a domino for a stamp, but I have, oh my gosh, I have so many like those vintage wood dominoes. Ooh. In fact, I have so many. I was thinking of doing some packs and selling them in my Etsy shop. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, but that would be cool. And I'm really into mark making and kind of abstract kind of things. I've really been enjoying playing around with that. Okay, that's really cute. That's super cute. We're going to use that today. Let's see. Let's get something where I think it's neat that you can kind of see through it and you can see the writing. So I think this one might be a good one. Let's see. Let's do it down here. Very cute. I don't know if it's coming through as much, but it'll probably just be subtle. And ooh, let's see what it looks like with the house. Well, no, let's see. The little house won't work, but let's see what it looks like with this big house. Oh my gosh, I think this is going to be adorable. Make sure I get a lot of ink on there. Oh, I think this is going to be cute. Now, let me go on this side so that I can get all the wording around it. Oh my gosh. Hi, Mama Juju. Hello. We're so glad you're here. How are you? Hope you're having a good Thursday. Okay, I think I needed to press that down a little bit more. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Let me get a scrap. Let me get a scrap piece of paper here, just so I can clean these off a little bit. I should do that with those too. Let me do that with this one a little bit. And I haven't tried to clean these yet, so I'm not sure how they clean. I don't have any baby wipes. I know that's what most people use, so I need to grab some of those next time at the Dollar Tree. Let's see. Well, let's try this little house because it does have the windows. So we will get the we will get the book page through the window, which may be really cute. Let's see. Let's go this way and maybe get the cool up and down. That cute. Probably need to like align it with the sentences a little bit better, but that's cute. And let's see, what other one would be good? Where's the one where it's sort of see through the leaves? Oh, this one. This is the one I'm looking for. Ooh, I think I would like and probably use a leaf that's open too. I think that would be a good. I'm going to attempt to do one of those. Let's see. I guess I'll go this way. See how that works out. So cute. I'm glad you suggested that, Kathy. And then we'll do a couple. Oh my gosh, I love that. Look at that texture, that little added texture that it gives there. Cute. And then there's the big house. I just need to stamp it a little bit better. Oh my gosh, the possibilities with those houses is endless. Okay, let's do let's try this. I'm going to do this one on this green. And these are just book pages. It's from the same book that I'm stamping the other ones on. And I just went over with acrylic paint. Now, it's a little bit glittery because I had won a giveaway. I don't have them next to me. Angela will know, I think, because she has the inks that are that same brand. So it has a little bit of a shimmer. It's not really coming through. Let me see if this one comes through. That's not coming through either. But yeah, I know which one will. I did one of these pages. I did like this one. I just did really quick yesterday because I wanted some red with that mushroom. I thought would look okay. So now you can kind of see it. So some of them, they're like, they have this little shimmer, which is really cool. Super cool. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Oops, I put the green away. I don't know what I did with it. Was I going to use this one? Oh, this is the one I was going to use. This kind of green. Okay. So cute. Look at that. Just added nice little extra detail on that. Let's see. I want to also try and see what it looks like on this watercolor paper here. Which one are we going to do? I think I'll do another of these, like branches. And I'm also curious because the font is smaller on the dictionary pages, it'll look different. I didn't stamp it very well, but that's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, let's do one more. I'm just curious what this like little bubbly thing will look like. Let's do it on this kind of purpley blue here. Yeah, the shimmer sprays. I have I don't have the sprays, but I have the paint. It's whatever that same brand. It's all the way across the room. I have, it's so terrible. We have this like what is it? It's like a sideboard thing that's in our entryway, like right when you come through the front door, and I keep my paint in there. Can you imagine? That's where I keep my paint. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, delusions. And I won this. Oh my gosh, it was such a great giveaway. I won this big bag, probably like 12 or more. The color's not coming through very well, but it does give it a little bit extra texture inside the little bubble thing. So super cool. Okay, I'm gonna set these aside and then let's fussy cut some of these out, see what they look like. Let me see here. Get those out of my way. Clear things off a little bit. Get rid of that. Put this lid on. Let's see. I got some screen protectors to put my fussy cuts and magazine clippings in. I've seen some of you guys do that. Screen protectors. Is that like screen protectors for your phones? Is that like a screen protector for your phone? What are the screen protectors for? Taylor does that with her cell phone. She's got a clear, she has this clear screen protector. And you could get them for your laptops too, huh? I'm sorry, I'm taking a sip of my coffee there. Okay, where are my cutter bees? I didn't put these down in there either. I was a little out of it this week. Felt like I had just stuff. Oh, I know what really sidetracked me this week was that's what I've been doing. I was back to trying to get some new listings up in my Etsy shop. So this is cute just this way. I mean, I cut it, but if I wanted to leave more of a border, I would probably come in and rip it, and that would be adorable. That would definitely be something I would do. But I'm going to come in and do a fussy cut and leave a little bit of a border. so that we can see a little bit of that book page. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. This is so cute. And I like when the fussy cuts are black and white. I think it has a really nice visual when you combine it with colored papers. So we'll see what we end up doing, because in this case, this one is now colored, and to see what we want to do on our clusters. I find that kind of appealing. Also makes it pop a little bit. So like for instance, this that piece of fodder is in black and white, right? And now we have color. So we'll have to figure out what we're going to combine that with to make that look really cool. Let's see here. Let's cut out. Do we want to do, maybe we will do a Halloween one. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll cut out the house. And maybe we'll do the mushroom for sure, because we love our mushrooms. Oh, sheet protectors. Did you see, I don't know if you watched it, but my haul I think the haul went up yesterday. I found, now where did I put it? It might not be close by. If I can grab it easily, I'll grab it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. This was in my haul from yesterday. So we had stopped at, it's like one of my favorite, and it's probably top two antique stores. It's in Gardnerville, Nevada, so it's not necessarily going to be close and convenient for people to go, but I picked up this antique 3-ring binder, and so I'm either going to look for sheet protectors that I can cut down. Maybe I can find the right size to cut down to fit this, or I may make my own out of like file folders or something. But isn't that cool? I think I mean, it wasn't cheap. I think I paid like $8 for it. So I did pay up for it, but I thought this would be a really fun project and very cool, very one of a kind. But sheet protectors, I think would be good. I'm going to look into those and see what I find. Okay, there's our house. Let's do our mushroom here. And certainly you do not have to make your own stamps to do this. This project is really great with any stamps you have in your stash. I have started collecting stamps the last couple years, rubber stamps and the silicone stamps. So you're not limited to making your own stamps. So we'll probably play with that too. I think eventually we'll get to that where we'll just use our store-bought stamps. So, oh my gosh, I love the book page. Look how cute that is. Just gives it extra texture. Okay, there's that. Let's cut out this one too. Put this aside. Oh, so much stuff around me. You got the 16 pack for $1.25. Oh my gosh, was that Temu or Amazon, Angela? Wow. Oh my gosh, I wonder if I can get lucky enough to find sheets that'll be the same size as that little one. I might get lucky because maybe it's the same size as you know, like a journal, right? And make it lucky. Yeah, so I took a big load of stuff, consignment stuff last week to the consignment shop as soon as we were off last Thursday. And then that really spurred me on. I had, I'm limited to 10 things, vintage things is what I took in, but they'll do newer things too. And so kind of clearing off that table out in the garage, I'm like, I have to get back to putting things in my Etsy shop. So I started working on that this weekend, and been continuing every day. Today I just renewed some things. So cute. Okay. All right. So let's see how we're going to enhance these a little bit. Let's get our jelly roll. So I think for this, I'm not sure that the white is going to show up. So let's do maybe little dots. Let's add little polka dots in here and I'm using just one of these fine tipped micron pens. This one happens to be an 05. Let me see. Actually, I'm going to use the 03. I think that's a little bit smaller. Yeah, that one's a little bit smaller. And let's see what this looks like if these show up. And we can actually come and outline with the white jelly roll. So let's try that. So I'm just going to add little polka dots. Okay, so there it is with the just the little black polka dots. And then let's see if I have a steady hand. It's my scrap paper. I'm just gonna kind of offload it a little bit. Let's see if I have a steady hand and we can come up the middle, see what that looks like. I haven't done it with this one. That's this like outline or yeah, it's an outline. Let's see what that looks like. I think it's gonna be cute. I'm kind of excited to play around with my store-bought stamps and see how we can enhance those a little bit with the mark making. So I think this is cute. Whoops, it's a little bit wet. I don't want to smudge it. So there we just kind of went in and did the outline. So I think that's cute. Definitely changed up the look on it. Okay, this one, what do we want to do in this one? Maybe we'll do the black polka dots too. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we'll leave it as is because it will kind of take away from the book page. So actually, I think I'm going to leave that one as is. Maybe what I'll do, I'm going to make little polka dots with the white jelly roll pen up the middle. Let's see how that looks. And I'm a little thin here. I'm actually kind of widening out the stem a little bit right there with my black, just so I have a little bit more surface area. Oh, this is cute. Oh, I like this one. It's just a matter of like sitting down and kind of experimenting and playing. Isn't that cute with the little polka dots up the stem? I love that. That's really cute. I love that look. Okay, there's that one. Let's see, what would we do? Not sure how we would enhance this. Maybe I'm going to come in and I'm going to fill in these sort of holes that Taylor made here. I'm just going to fill that in with the jelly roll a little bit. And I didn't do that on the one that I made yesterday. I think that's kind of cute. It's very subtle. It may not show up as much on screen. Some of them I might make a little bit more round, so they're a little bit more polka dotty. That's cute, but very subtle. That's very cute. Okay, let's do, what are we going to do to the house here? I'm going to get out my watercolor pencils. I also could use the Tim Holtz, but I think I'll just grab my watercolor pencils. And then we'll figure out what we want to make. Let's see. I think I did a combination of kind of this gold, this kind of goldy color. And then I came back with a little bit of orange, just so it wasn't so primary yellow. I think that's what I did. Ooh, maybe we'll do purple for the door. Yeah, and you can see the difference there, hopefully. So that's just the regular yellow. So it's a little primary. It's hard to see, but going over it with this orange, it kind of knocks it down a little bit. If you're going for that vintage look, if you're going for like a really, what do I want to say? Like, you know, bright primary pop of color, which is adorable, then you can just leave it as is. That's cute. Okay, what do I have? I do have a purple. We'll do the door in purple. I really need a pumpkin. I need some kind of pumpkin. All right, I like that. And there's our little door. And maybe I'll come in and I'll put a little doorknob with the white jelly pin. And I could do, let's see, I'll do a little circle in that top circle. And I'm going to put little bars on the windows because why not? Well, that's cute. It's like playing with coloring pages. Very cute. I think that looks, let's see. Yeah. So cute. Yeah, and that's another thing to try, Kathy, is doing it in colored ink. I think I tried, do I have the example? I feel like I tried it with one of my oxide inks and the oxide ink doesn't stamp very clear. I feel like I might have tried that yesterday. So I have found that I get a better impression when I use like these archival inks, but I think I might have tried it yesterday. I think I probably tossed it because it was a little bit. And of course that's, you know, it's not like a super, super great impression. We would get a better impression with our store-bought stamps, but I like that. We can still see the book page through it. It's very cute. very handmade, has a very handmade. Okay, let's make this. We're gonna do this one. Let's do this one first. I don't know. I'm all about the Halloween. I'm slowly getting into the Halloween. Okay, what I used for the base of this, and of course you can use anything. A week ago or so, it was so hot here that we were like in the hundreds, and so I wanted to play around with coffee dyeing things. And so I had a bunch of these index cards. So I just played around with that. And I also coffee stained part of what we're using for next week's tutorial. And it was so hot. I used instant coffee. I think I tried it with like our coffee, like morning, like leftover coffee, and it wasn't getting dark enough. So I had some instant coffee. Actually kept it from my mother-in-law because she liked, she got to the point where instant coffee was much easier for her when she was still at the condo before she went to assisted living. And so I had saved that, which I kind of like that. I'm using her coffee. And so I used the instant and it was darker and much better. And the other thing that I discovered was so cool. So I coffee stained them and it was so hot. I just put it on with a paintbrush. So I didn't dip it. I know there's tons of different techniques online. Probably should talk about this more next week, but I painted it on. So I mixed up the instant coffee, made it, fairly dark. I painted it on with a paintbrush, both sides. I put it out in the sun. So I had them on cookie sheets, like bright aluminum, like the reflective bright aluminum, because that's what I had. Put them out. They dried in an instant because it was so hot. And then I brought them back in, and then I took the paintbrush and I did, flickers, like how you take the paintbrush and flick it like that. And then it gave me this really cool kind of splattered look, which I loved. And the thing I'm finding too is different papers. And probably most of you know this because you've already been experimenting and doing it. But yeah, the different paper kind of gives a different look. Like the index pages were taking the coffee stain differently than what we'll be playing with next week. But isn't that cool? So that's definitely something. And because I felt like the index cards, like that was a little boring and kind of flat and not very interesting. So then that's why I came back and played with the splatter. But because we're sort of covering these up, I think I'm just going to use this one and kind of save these cool ones for something where we will see that that splatter stain a little bit better. And let's just cut out some circles here. And I use both sides. Some of these I use the lined side, and some I just use the back side. So it just depended on what mood I was in. Let me get that out of the way. Okay, so we have our little circle. Let's ink it up a little bit. Just give it a little bit more, even though we're coffee dyed. Just enhances it a little bit more. I'll show you the before and after. And they still have a little bit, I guess that's the one drawback with the coffee. It does still smell like coffee a little bit more. So here's just the plain, and then just inked up a little bit. And I did play around a little bit. I tried purple. I had recently picked up the purple. The purple doesn't show up as much on the brown, but black does work as well. So I'll probably come in and do a little bit of black as well. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to ink up our little house fussy cut a little bit just to give it a little bit more of an aged look. I'm going to use the brown. And then I discovered to come in with the black. Where's my black? Kind of just gives it a little more definition and a little bit more of an outline. And I'm just going on the edges. It's almost like it gives it that ink outline. Again, it's subtle, might not show up on the camera as much. And I guess you could probably take an ink pen and do the same. Just kind of go on the edges. Just gives it that little extra. Hopefully that comes across very subtle. Very, very subtle. Okay. All right, how are we going to build this? Okay, for the background, we're going to go back to those painted pages. And I love this one with the little sparkle. Let me find that one. This one. I need to make more of that. Let's see here. Ooh, I like that lip section. Let's get some of this orange down here. And I let my ripped papers kind of hang off the edges a little bit. You can, on like this one, I actually just did a paper punch of the painted background pages. So you can paper punch it out, or you can do like a ripped look. I think with this house, because it's a little bit taller, I think it's nice to have it a little bit larger than the circle. Maybe not that large, but it's cute. Get a little bit less that way. I like that. Cute. And then save all these little bits. Maybe not that one, but these are great to stick in little tiny collages. Okay, let's ink this up. Get rid of those white edges. I'm just using vintage photo, but use what you have. Okay, and then I'm going to use a little bit of this black soot as well. We're going to spook it up. Oh, bye, Mama Juju. I hope you have a good day. Have a good one. So glad you stopped by. Okay. You know what? I didn't use boiling water. I just used tap water, and I don't even know how much I put in. I put a really liberal amount, probably a couple spoonfuls, I would say. So it was pretty dark. Pretty deep looking. In fact, I think I even came back and added a little bit of extra. Like I kind of tested it and then added a little bit of extra. I used tap water, and I haven't looked at it, but I put it into like a mason jar, and I put a lid on it, and it's actually been in the refrigerator. So I need to check. Do you guys know? I don't know how long it will keep in the refrigerator, but I wanted to kind of test that and see how long. Okay, there's our little ripped. Let's see. We need a moon. Let me get one of my other hole punches. I think I used this side. And let's see. We'll use a bit of this yellow here for our moon. Oop. fell in my lap. Okay, here's our moon. Nice and bright. We will ink that up a little bit. And again, layering on the brown, layering on some black. We'll come in here after and outline it a little bit with pencil. But I am going to put a little bit of black on it right now, just to age it up a little bit. Yeah, have you tried just the tap water, Kathy? Or have you done it with boiling water? I don't know. I think it was so hot too. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. It was so hot that day that I just, yeah. I think I wasn't into doing the boiling water. Okay, there's our moon. Let's do our boo. Let's get our clickable stamps here. Oh, I used the bigger ones for that, right? Let's use the bigger ones. Because I could do like meow. Would meow be cute? What do you guys think? Should I do meow? I don't know. Eek. Let's see. I think this is a lowercase. Maybe I still have. Oh, I still have it. So it's still clicked out. I don't know. I don't know if boo goes with cat, but we'll just go with it. And then I just have a little piece of it's a paper pad, but it's so beautifully. It's almost like that thin, almost like craft paper, but it's thin. But book page would be great. I just happen to have this next to me, so that's what I used. Let's get our archival ink here. We'll just stamp it out. Do it here so it's a little bit easier to rip. So easy. Love these stamps. Whoops. Let me put that over here. Stick that in there. And then I'm just going to rip this. You can cut it. I just ripped it. Thought that was just as easy. I had all the little tidbits set out for, I think for doing this mushroom. Look how I just completely changed my mind. So I'm going to have to dig out some lace here. Okay, so there's our little boo. I've just done an easy, let's see. The boil makes the coffee spread better. Okay, good to know. I had mine in a milk carton, but didn't think about sticking it in the fridge and it got moldy. So I'll check mine and I'll report back next week. I haven't looked at it at all and see if it got moldy or if it's still good. So I guess the interesting thing would be I probably don't want to use it out of the refrigerator because it'll be cold. But maybe that would be an interesting test to see how it works just cold straight out of the refrigerator. And because it's in a glass jar, it's actually like a little handled mug. I can stick it in the microwave and heat it up. So I'll have to check that. Yeah. So it smelled good, but it was moldy. That's funny. Okay, let's use some purple because this is light enough. We can put some purple on there. And then maybe we'll tie into the door a little bit on our house. Oop, that's a lot of purple. It's very purple. And whoops, let's do a little bit of black. I actually love the smell of coffee, so I don't mind it. I think some people they'll put like vanilla, right? Or like extracts in it. I think Leanne does that because that was the first time I've ever tried to do coffee coffee dyed anything. I've bought from people. Leanne has gifted me, Crafty Kitty Vintage. She's gifted me quite a few little bundles of it. So that was sort of my first. But for next week's project, I thought it would look really cute, coffee dyed. Okay, so there's our little boo. And with all of the words, I just back them with material. So on this one, this little inspire, I just have a little like strip of material behind it just to give it a little bit more texture. Create, I put a little bit of lace behind that as well. And for the boo, we are going to put some, I just grabbed some black ribbon. See what size we need here. I'll cut it down a little bit. And you could use Fabri-Tac. I'm just going to use my art glitter just because it's quick and handy. And we'll just glue that onto the lace. And so that it doesn't cover up like too much of the house, I'm actually going to come in and cut off that sort of straight edge there. There we go. Just to give it a little bit more of a grungy look. Okay, so there's our boo. There's our, oh, let's get our little cat because it's so cute. Here it is. Of course, I don't. Let me go grab the paper that I used from that. Let me just get up for a second. And I didn't have any black cardstock, so I actually used this. I don't know. This is something I had when the kids were little. I think I got it from Tuesday Morning or something. And I think I had it, I don't know, birthday or something, but it was just one of these banner kits. But this side, you could, it's like chalk paper, right? So it kind of has a different look, but it kind of gave it a cool sheen. So that's what I'm using for the little cat. Let's see. I spray painted Tippy's stray hats, but the smell hasn't gone away. So now I'm covering with Mod Podge. Ooh, that will be interesting to know if, does that take the smell away? Like, yeah, these are still really strong. And I did this like probably 2 weeks ago, like 2 weekends ago. Let me smell. Yeah, it's rather strong. I think if you're doing it for yourself, right, and you love coffee, but yeah, there's probably, if I was doing something to sell or gift, like to figure out like a workaround for that. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have our little, I'm gonna kind of ink the edges just to get rid of the white a little bit on the little cat. It's so delicate, it's kind of hard to get in there. It's very delicate. Do you all, anybody that's here that decorates for Halloween? Do any of you have your Halloween decorations up yet? I put a little bit of fall up, I think last weekend. I grabbed some stuff, but I haven't asked Jim to get our Halloween bins, of which I have very many. Lots of, I probably have 2 or 3 bins up in the crawl space, attic space. I used to go so crazy with it when the kids were younger. And when we were all kind of shut down, I was equally just as crazy about it, but I haven't been the last couple years for some reason. Okay, so let's glue this on. I think that's a good spot. I'm just going to put a little tack of it behind. I'm going to use art glitter. You could use glue stick, but I want a little bit more instantaneous. I don't know, maybe this weekend I'll do it. Jim's birthday is Monday, so I don't know, sometimes I feel funny about having the house all Halloweened up when it's birthday time. But maybe I will get in the mood. Okay, here's our little house. Let's see where we want. I'm going to put little, I think on the other one I put little polka dots on the moon, and I thought that was cute. So let me add those before. I'm going to do them in black, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Of course, I did some in white. Let me see. I think that might show up a little bit more than the white. The white's pretty subtle. And if I wanted really big ones, Posca pen would work great. Oh, now it's not going over the white. I think I messed it up. You haven't done yet, Terry? Do you decorate a lot, Terry, for Halloween? Do you have a lot of vintage Halloween too? I have a pretty big collection of vintage Halloween I've picked up over the years. I think, though, I'm getting in the mood to do tiered tray for Halloween, which I don't think I've done the last couple of years. So I'm kind of in the mood for that. So I think at the very least, I picked up some really cute, Dollar Tree had such cute Halloween this year. Oh my goodness. Super cute. When am I looking? Oh, I'm looking for the house. So that kind of got me in the mood with the things that I picked up my last trip over. And I'll do a little haul of that. I need to record that haul. Okay, I'm gonna hold that down with my finger. Not as much. Yeah. And we used to, like, the neighbors would come over. Well, first of all, we don't get any trick-or-treaters on our street. So when the other neighborhood kids were little, sometimes, well, we would all go trick-or-treating together, like our family and their families. Often kind of impromptu. But we don't get trick-or-treaters at our house. So it kind of little bit takes away the fun of decorating. And really, we don't have any little kids at all. Let me think. No, my son, who's not, Ryan's 19. So all the youngest kids, well, a couple of our neighbors have, well, they're like middle school, high school. Oh yeah, my friend Kiki, yeah. Her son's middle school. So that's like the youngest we have in our neighborhood now is middle school. And we don't get trick-or-treaters, and I don't know. We'll see. But I do feel like I want to do a tiered tray this year because I found such cute things at Dollar Tree. They had these really cute little, like, miniature little bottles and things. So oh my gosh, Terry, you get around 200 plus every year? Oh my gosh, you live near an Indian reservation. They bust the kids into trick or treat. Oh my gosh. I'm so bummed that we don't have trick or treaters. I would love it. So I would go all out. If we had that, we would probably, Jim and I would go so crazy on the outside with the decorating. Oh my gosh. That's the one thing about our old house. We did get a lot of trick-or-treaters when we lived in San Pedro. And I think same, a lot of people would drive up from lower down in San Pedro. They would come up. We were kind of like up the hill. So we used to get a lot. In fact, at some point we would have to like shut our lights off, but then all the like really big, like high school, like almost adult adult age would come. Oh my gosh, Kathy, she gets that many too. I think it's fun. I would love it. I think I would really like that. Okay, so we have there's a little polka dots. Very cute. We'll put our boo on. See where we want our boo to go. And it's going to hang out over a little bit, but that's good. Oh, you know what I want to come in here do? Let's put a little bit of texture stamping. So if you can see here, I came in and did a little textural stamping in the background. Let's do a little bit of that. I'm talking so much, I'm not paying attention. This is my new favorite. I may have picked these up from Temu, and I hadn't used them as much. You guys know how I love, where's that other one that I use all the time? I think I just had it here. Well, if you watch enough, you'll know that stamp I love. I don't know where it went. Somewhere around here. Anyway, I had picked up this set, and I think maybe from Temu, and I've been loving this really long one here. It really has a lot of great, adds a lot of great texture. And maybe we will try the purple. We're going to try the purple. Kathy said, your daughter makes up goodie bags with the good stuff. Yeah, like the kids always know, the neighbors that give out the full size candy bars, right? Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Let's see here. Even though some of this won't show, but we'll put some texture. Oh, I like the purple. I might even put some on this painted paper. Let's do that. I didn't do that in the other one, but why not? Kind of looks like little plants, or except we're gonna have to wait for that to dry. Oh, here it is. This one that I use all the time. It's gonna get worn out at some point in time, but that long one's a little bit like that one. So it's a little reminiscent of that. Let me clean this off a little bit. Oh, that's so fun. Also, I would love, like at Christmas time, the neighborhoods that get all the people that drive through. I think that would be really fun. I could really get behind that, the fun of that. I don't think we put out any outdoor Halloween last year. Okay, let's glue that on. Ooh, that ink is really wet. I'm gonna blow on it on top of that painted paper. It's not drying. There we go. Oops, that's not sticking. It's really shiny. Okay, there's our little boo. Here's our cat. Oh, let's also come in here and do a little bit of mark making on the boo itself. I'm going to put some little polka dots here, just above the O, below the B. do that. Let's glue our cat, and then we'll put little eyeballs on it. So cute. And these clusters would be great for, you know, decorating a text spot, a corner of a page. You can glue them onto, you know, envelopes or tags. Would be great on little gift bags. Like little, probably not for the 200 trick-or-treaters, but, you know, grandkids or kids, nieces, nephews, that kind of thing. How cute would this be? You could make it into like a little gift tag too. We got our little eyeballs. So cute. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love that. And then let's outline a little bit. So I have one of these Stabilo pencils, and I had picked this up in Canada when Taylor and I were visiting Joni. And I've been incorporating this more and more. I probably could. Let me try. It's always like when you haven't done something to come, you know, oh, I'm going to try this. I'm going to outline the house a little bit more. I didn't do that in the other one yesterday. I guess it's all about getting a comfort level. The more you do it, sometimes I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess it up, but it's really cool. I think it'll give us a little bit more definition. I like that. This one's definitely coming out more grungy than the other. So I outlined our moon. I outlined the house a little bit more. I'm going to come in and outline the door and the windows a little bit. Oh yeah, I like that. I think that gives it a little bit extra oomph. I think that's cool. And I'm going to outline that little circle window at the top. Okay. So that gives it a little bit extra. How cute is that? And then I'm going to come in with the jelly roll, the white jelly roll, and I'm going to do, oh, I see one thing I want to do. I had these little, let's see, maybe I do. I don't know. I'm going to see what it looks like. Yeah, I like that. This is just a little cut off from probably a piece of gingham ribbon, I'm guessing. Let me look. Was that material? Yeah, just like a little offcut. I don't even know what I used it for, but sometimes I keep these little scraps. And I'm going to glue that down below just to give it a little extra dimension. I like that look. Kind of grounds the house a little bit. And then we'll come in with our jelly roll and do a little bit of faux stitching. So cute. Just a little something there. I don't know why this, yeah, it's still wet. This is very interesting. So the, yeah, and this is just distressing. I'm sorry. I was like, is it oxide or just, so this distress ink, it stayed wet over the top of the Illusions paint. Very interesting. I don't know what that tells us, but that's interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here and do little faux stitching around the side. And if you have black, use black. And I just thought the white sort of stood out a little bit more, but the black would be adorable too. It gets a little harder when the paper is overhanging to try to figure out where that circle is. I think I won't go, my house is positioned a little bit different in this one, so I'm not going to go over the top of the house. Let's kind of see what we're doing here. I think I'm going to try to go over the boo. And if it doesn't seem dark enough, sometimes I have to go over a second time just to brighten up the white a little bit. I've noticed that with this jelly roll. And you can even do it over the material. I've been successful enough to do that. And you want to kind of be careful. Let it, well, maybe I will go over the house. Let's see. I don't know if it's going to show up too much. I'll try. It kind of blends in. There we go. Adorable. Let's see. Hi, Wilhelmina. Sandy, right? Hi, Sandy. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You having a good Thursday? So there we go. And some of that jelly roll, I went back around it and just put an extra layer. Let's see what Kathy said. Let's see, it's probably like trying to put flat paint on top of semi-gloss. Yeah, I think so. The added ingredients reflects, yeah, the basic. I think if it was just regular acrylic paint, so I think it's because it has that that illumination. Oh, good. Sometimes it takes me a little while, but I love sometimes I lurk because sometimes I'm crafting, but Sandy Wilhelmina, she helps Angela, the traveling crafter, at her sales, right? And sometimes sells with her as well. They do really great craft supply, junk journal supply sales. Really good. In fact, it's Thursday, right? Do you guys do that today? Is it later today? You can put the link in. Let me make you blue. Let me go back if you want to put the link in. I'm very friendly about, let me see, add you, let me make you, let me add you, make you blue. So if you want to put a link in, Sandy, definitely feel free to do that so everybody can go. I think Terry often, right? Terry, I think she attends the sales. They're so good. So there it is. So a little bit different than the one I made yesterday. I kind of like the black polka dots, and I actually like a little bit of that. I started with the white jelly roll, so it's hard to see, but then I did the black over the top of it. That's actually pretty cool. I actually like this one better that we did today. I think the details are more interesting. I like how we did the windows there. Yeah. I like the purple door. I like this one, I think, better. And I think I'm finding too it's all about that. The more you do, the more you try, the more you play. Um, I think things just get better and better. Oh, good. Okay, good. You put it in. In fact, let me click on it so that I have it saved and I can hit the notification bell. 90 minutes. Okay, perfect. I'm going to try to. A lot of times after I get done, I'm like on to something else. I'm doing busy work. So sometimes I say hello, but I always like to listen and see all the great stuff you guys are selling. Let's see. Awesome. Yes. I'm always that way. If you have a YouTube, and make sure too, for those that aren't following Sandy, click on her as well, because Sandy obviously has a YouTube channel. So click on her channel. Make sure you're following her if you're not already. Why do you have to talk like a pirate today? Oh, did something happen? I hope not. Okay, what do we all think? We've been on an hour and a half. Do we want to stay on and do one more? One more? Maybe I won't talk as much. But we can do one more if you guys want to hang out a little bit more. I don't have anything. I'm not going to the consignment place today. As soon as we're off here, I'm probably going to text my friend Kiki, might go out for a walk, and then change gears. I have several videos that I need to I need to record. So that's probably what I'll change over to. All right, I'm gonna just start doing this, and you guys can hang out. We'll do this mushroom. Let me look at this mushroom. We'll do this mushroom really quick. So this one I used the line side. Where is my, let me get my vintage photo. Let me get my distress ink. We'll ink that up really quick. This one we'll do really quick. And then we'll have a second one made, which is fun. Okay, so there's that. Let me ink up. I'm going to ink the mushroom itself. And we're going to do, again, the vintage photo, and then go over with the black soot a little bit, because I think it adds a little bit more dimension, a little bit more of an outline with the black. And you could probably get this if you have a really steady hand with a pen. I have done that before. I've taken a pen, or if your fodder piece is rigid enough, you could actually rub the side of it along the ink pad. I've done that as well. But these are awfully thin, so I think we'd have a hard time. Is it? It's National Talk Like a Pirate today. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, I am tuning in so I can hear you talk like a pirate, Sandy. Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh my gosh, that's fun. I'm not going to talk like a pirate though. I would butcher it. I'd have to practice. I think I'd have to practice before. All right, I'm going to grab a piece of this just painted book page that I did yesterday. And this is just the cheapy, like, apple barrel paint. Is that, I want to say apple barrel. Is that the one that Walmart has? So just real simple. I just painted it over the top. Nothing special. And I'm just going to rip off a bit of the text. And just kind of do a dry fit here. I like that little bit that's sticking up there. Tear that down a little bit and get this out of my way. Make it a little bit smaller. All right, I like that. For this one, I'm using a vintage blue chip stamp, which I love these stamps, and that's one of my favorite color combinations. I love blue and red. I always like to put a bit of turquoise in my Christmas. It's just one of my favorite color combinations. Okay, so that's a good little dry fit. I had a little piece of this material. We're bringing in a little bit of texture. I'm going to grab my pinking shears for that. Just cut that down a little bit. Okay, so let's ink up our blue chip. I love these blue chip stamps. Okay, we have our material, and let's see, I need a little bit, I added a little bit of this cheesecloth. So let me grab my jar here. Here we go. Sometimes it takes me a while. Hi, Christy. Hi, how are you? Hello, hello. Are you having a good day? Is it your lunchtime, huh? I bet. I hope you're having a good day. I loved that Christy posted a picture of a composition book that she grabbed to do a glue book or to start a glue book in, and it was the coolest size. Well, size, but shape, right? So it was vertical. It was like longer vertically than, or is that, what is that? Horizontal. It was longer horizontal. I get confused than the vertical way. So cute. So cute. I think she got it on Amazon. Hopefully she'll post that on her Instagram. Okay, then we have a little bit of that, little bit of that. And then the other stamps that I've been really enjoying are these, I guess like coffee stain or like water stain and splatter stamps. I've really been enjoying these a lot. So I grabbed those out. Let me see, which one do I want to use? I think I like this one. Oh, let's use this one. Oh, this one I got off a little bit easier. Love these. Where is my black? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm looking at my other sample. I think I glued this down first. So let's actually glue that down. Let's ink up these edges. We're going to use our brown. We'll come in with a little bit of the black soot as well. Well, I hope you have a good lunch. And I'm glad you're hanging out with us. Okay, a little bit of black there. Let's glue that on. You could really mass make these. I mean, I'm kind of doing one at a time, but if you just get all the pieces and parts ripped out and kind of set up ahead of time, you could really make these quickly. Okay, let's see. All right, let's put our stamp down. Let's glue that down as well. And you don't have to use a stamp. You could, I mean, you could use just a regular vintage stamp. You could, you know, make a little label, would be super cute. And of course you could put a word. I just couldn't think, I was trying to think of what word would go well with mushroom. I don't know, grow maybe. That was one I kind of thought of. Okay, so we're gonna put our little round there over the top. So that just gives it a little bit of interest. And I think I'll put one over here too. Kind of a half, kind of off the side. So it just kind of gives a little kind of grungy, little extra dimension. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, let's get our cheesecloth. Might need to cut this down a little bit. We'll see. It's a little thick. Rip that a little bit. It's probably good enough. And I'm just going to use art glitter. Just for quickness and ease. Just to tack it down a little bit. We'll be putting, actually, I'm going to put this little bit of material down here, this little bit of ribbon, just so it doesn't cover up the mushroom. I'm going to stick that down first as well. What does this look like? Is that too much? That might be too much, that black. Cute. And that ribbon kind of grounds the mushroom a little bit, so it's not floating. It's floating out there. Cute. Yeah, woodsy shrooms, woodsy shrooms. Oh, woodsy, is that? Yeah, woodsy would be a great, oh, that would be a great word. Woodsy, I didn't think about that. Shrooms would definitely be good and wouldn't be really long either. That's always the thing when you're doing these smaller things, to come up with words. So that's what we have. And then I'm going to take this, the jelly roll, and we're going to do a little faux stitching. Let's see. Do I want, I think I'm going to darken this up a little bit. This one's definitely turned out a little bit like kind of grungy. It's kind of grungy too, I think. Put a little bit of black on there. Okay, now let's take our little jelly roll and we're going to do our faux stitching. It's my new favorite thing to do. Sometimes I find though I need to, I don't know, kind of clean off the tip a little bit. Probably when, oh yeah, much better. Probably when we went over that illusions paint, sort of some of those other surfaces. Kind of mungs the tip of it a little bit. So relaxing. Let's see. And I sort of have to guess where the circle is because I have the pieces kind of hanging off the side there. So, but if you sewed this, it probably would be a little bit wonky too. So that's what I need to get back to, is playing with my sewing machine. I did that like project and a half, and then it was all messed up. Remember, the back was all messy, and I haven't sat down to play with it again, and I need to, because I started a really fun little journal, mini journal project, and I think it would be perfect sewn. So I really need to pick that back up next week. Oh, it shows up really good. So it's working really well on just that apple barrel red. So it's the illusions paint that was causing us the problem. So cute. I feel like I need a little bit something more up here. I don't know what. It's a little plain up there. I'm going to see if I can put a little bit of ink. Just a little bit. I don't know. I don't want to mess my pen up. I'm going to just put a little bit of green. If I could do it without messing up. Just a little bit too brown or something. Yeah. There we go. So cute. There we go. That's the finish. I just thought it looked a little bit plain up here. I probably could put some, it probably could use a little bit of splatter. Let's see if we're brave enough to do that. I'm going to put a little bit of this, yeah, that's what did it. Need a little something up there. fact, I'll put a little bit on the stamp. Yep, that's what it needed. It's a little plain up there in the corner. All right. Yeah, I just thought it was just kind of hanging out there and a little bit plain, so I added a little bit of splatter up there. So cute. So here's the one that we made today and the one I made yesterday. Whoops. So cute. Ooh, I can't wait to see it, Kathy. It's going to be so cute. So there we go. Very similar. Very similar. So these would be very, very simple and easy to mask make. And that is it. So definitely came up with some, hopefully some new techniques and some new ideas that you guys can incorporate into your junk journaling and paper crafting. I definitely want to play with store-bought stamps, doing some fodder with store-bought stamps. I think that'll be fun to play with and experiment. I'm just cleaning up here a little bit, making sure my glue doesn't dry out. That I think would be really fun to explore and experiment together sometime. And then let me grab my calendar out, so I start getting in the habit of using it. There we go. I'm going to mess up my ink. Okay, let's see what we have. Let's see what we have coming up. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched it, I posted that antique store haul yesterday. So that video went up yesterday. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. I found so many great treasures on that trip. Here's today. Next week, we are doing sort of a fall inspired, kind of another Dollar Tree type craft. Two of the kind of main components I picked up at Dollar Tree. One is kind of a paper product that I coffee dyed. And then I was so excited because my parents, I had asked for, was that Christmas or my birthday? Might have been my birthday. I had asked for an embossing machine and a die cutting machine, and it just came with some a few little die cuts with it, but I haven't really invested in one embossing plate, and I haven't yet invested in anything additional. But I was so happy. I found some little a little packet of fall die cuts or leaf type die cuts at Dollar Tree, so I'll be showing those next week. And so those are the kind of two main components. So this will be a fun one next week, next Thursday. And yeah, I have a process video that I hope to record and get up Sunday. I'm really excited about. It's kind of a craft hack that I played around with. So I hope to get that up. And then I'll have a Dollar Tree kind of savers, junk journal, craft supply haul that I hope to get posted on the 29th. So those are the two things I really need to work on this week. And the big thing that I haven't filmed yet is my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I've been procrastinating on that because I need to figure out what I want people to do, and then I need to figure out the program that I'm going to use to pick the winner. So I've been procrastinating because of that. I've never done that before. So that's my other big thing this week. The handmade portion of the giveaway is already made, and it's super cute. I'm very excited about that. And then I'll be putting some little extra crafty things together for that. So that will be coming. That will be coming as well. So that's it. Make sure you go tune in to Sandy and Angela, and is Carol on with you guys today? Whoever else is on later today to their sale. I know I'll be hanging out over there. And that's it. Let me see. Should I turn the camera around? I hope you guys all have a good day. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you very much. And as always, if anybody has any questions later, you're watching the replay, leave a comment below. If you have any questions about anything we did, certainly leave that. I try to be very quick about answering people back, and I will put the links in to the clicky stamps, and I'll work on that Amazon favorites list. Maybe I'll post in the community tab. If I get it figured out, I'll post it in the community tab, or at the very least, I'll mention it next week when we're together on Thursday. Oh, and those Palomino pencils too. So that's it. All right, everybody. Happy Thursday. And oh, the scissors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Scissors. Thank you, Terry. Yes, and I need to put the scissors in there. Thank you, my friend. Okay. All right. I love you guys. See you next week. Have an awesome week, and see you in the chats later. Bye-bye.